Hey everyone, imagine living in a world where you had no clue about the zillions of tiny invisible creatures all around you. Sounds wild, right? Well, for most of human history, that's exactly how it was. We're talking about a secret world too small to see, that actually controlled our health, our food, and even the air we breathe. Tonight, we're diving into some mind-blowing microbiology discoveries that didn't just open our eyes, they totally flipped human history on its head. Our adventure kicks off in the 1600s, in a little town called Delft in the Netherlands. Meet Antony van Leeuwenhoek. He was a fabric merchant by trade, but he had this unstoppable curiosity and an amazing knack for crafting lenses. Seriously, his microscopes were the best around back then. This is incredible, look at them. These tiny animalcules just dancing in this pond water. So many wiggling and swimming, and from a little scrap off my own teeth, I can barely believe it. Leeuwenhoek's observations were absolutely groundbreaking. He was the very first person to describe bacteria, and those little protozoa, even our own red blood cells. He basically flung open a window to an entirely hidden world, kickstarting a whole new field of science. Pretty cool, huh? Fast forward to the mid-1800s. People were still totally baffled by diseases, often blaming bad air or just things popping into existence out of nowhere. Then along came Louis Pasteur, a brilliant French chemist. He was about to blow those old ideas out of the water and change medicine forever. Louis Pasteur. They said life just appeared from nothing. They said fermentation was just chemicals mixing. But I say, look closely. If I keep the dust, the air itself, from touching this broth, it stays perfectly clear. No growth. It's these tiny creatures, not just good. They were rock solid. He completely debunked the idea of spontaneous generation and firmly established the germ theory of disease. This was huge. It meant diseases weren't random bad luck. They were caused by specific, identifiable little bugs. His work led to pasteurization, which literally saved countless lives by making our food and drink safe. And it paved the way for vaccines. So once Pasteur showed us that germs cause disease, everyone was on a mission to find out which specific germs caused which specific diseases. Robert Koch, a German doctor, was a total superstar here. He developed super strict rules for figuring out which microbe was responsible for what illness. Robert Koch, there it is. The Mycobacterium tuberculosis. This sneaky little bug, clearly stained, is the real culprit behind consumption. The dreaded tuberculosis. My rules will show us how to find every single one of these invisible enemies. Koch's postulates, his set of rules for proving a microbe causes a disease, became the gold standard in medical microbiology. This was a game changer for diagnosing, treating, and preventing these terrible diseases. And for centuries, getting a bacterial infection was pretty much a death sentence. But then in 1928, something amazing, almost accidental, happened in a lab in London. Alexander Fleming, well, this is odd. This penicillium mold here, it seems to be stopping my Staphylococcus bacteria from growing. See that clear spot where the bacteria just can't grow? Could this be something that naturally kills germs? Fleming's accidental discovery of penicillin, the very first true antibiotic, kicked off a whole new era in medicine. Even though it took years for other scientists to actually purify it and make tons of it, penicillin completely transformed how we treat bacterial infections. It saved millions of lives during World War II and continues to do so today. It really was a miracle drug.